Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, man. We did the live stream. Got everybody's opinion yesterday on Deontay Wilder and Fury press conference. I just wanted to give an independent opinion on it. Appreciate the love and support. Everybody showing the channel. Keep sharing the videos, man. But yeah, man, I watched it. Man, I watched it on my big screen. I expected that, you know, Wilder pull out props and, you know, really go at Tyson Fury, but that didn't happen. But let's just listen to some sound clips. Hold on. And Wilder did do independent interviews with some people. I watched the Ellie Seckbeck interview for a minute, but they did a face off. Here we go. Hold on. Give me 1 minute.
You can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Knock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum.
I know, but we did spar, didn't we?
Yeah, you're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but like you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't. Just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
First day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and couldn't continue to box. That's nothing brag. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it. Yeah. But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums? Trainer and fighter. Crazy. Statistics. Because he wasn't good enough to do anything about it, and I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it. Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. He's got one-punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being. And I guarantee you he does not go past where he did before. Because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody. And that's what you're going to see. I'm building my weight up. I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for this fight. Yeah, because I'm looking for a big knockout straight away. I don't believe he's mentally, physically or emotionally involved in this fight. I think he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And when people do things for the wrong reasons, they always wind up getting hurt. So we'll see on fight night if I'm a man to my word and if I can run him over quicker than round 7. And I think I do.
Okay. Alright. So y'all heard that, man, and I mean, Tyson Fury was confident throughout the whole thing. He said he's gonna get up to 300 pounds. Malik Scott actually spoke for Deontay Wilder, and he said, you know, him and Fury had a back and forth, but Wilder did get up there and say a few things. I don't have that clip, but he said Wilder opened a brief statement and didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing after the brief statement, man. But you know, he talked to Ellie Seckbeck and a few other people. But my thing is this: all that star talk he did up until the end of the fight, unless they had a non-disclosure agreement on him, he did a lot of talking about gloves and he cheated. And then when he got to Tyson Fury face, he did not put him on the spot. You know, he didn't confront him. That's what I was looking for. He didn't confront him on those things about the gloves and all of that. And I don't know if they told him not to or whatever the situation may be. But my whole thing was you can't make these allegations, and that's what they are, until you can prove they facts. You can't make those allegations, okay, and not confront the man. And maybe if he waited to confront him at the last press conference, before the fight, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully he gets solace, man. Hopefully he get a peace of mind, because about the gloves, they knew that. I heard from a little birdie. I heard that they knew about the gloves. They knew about the gloves from the jump, from the first fight. Deontay Wilder was just arrogant. Deontay Wilder was just arrogant. I say it again. Deontay Wilder was just arrogant going into the second fight. He believed his fans, his fanboys. I want to say fans. He believes his fanboys that he knocked them out and the shot clock was legal and this, that, and the third. But ultimately, what happened was, it's at the referee's discretion. Ultimately, he was arrogant. He didn't listen to Mark Breland. He should have listened to Mark Breland. He needed to pick up the jab a lot more. And, you know, he didn't listen. And hopefully he listened to Malik Scott. And I think, bare minimum, I think he goes the distance this time. Okay? If he's 100% focused. But, you know, kind of moving on. Just looking at the situation, man, to be honest. Malik Scott been in his camp for a while, so I don't think it's a fill-out period. So I expect the best version that Malik Scott can build from Deontay Wilder off the rip. I expect the best version off the rip. So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, it may be a fill-out period. No, he been in this man's camp for years, bro. They've been in people's training camps together. So I don't think it's gonna be a fill-out period for them. I don't believe it's gonna be a fill-out period. I think it's gonna be the best version that Malik Scott could build to Deontay Wilder. And you know, he didn't say much at the press conference. Malik spoke for him. That didn't bother me. You know, Tyson Fury played mind games. That might have been positive that Deontay Wilder didn't say something, because like Dr. Lee came on live and said yesterday, that might have been positive. That might have been positive that he didn't feed into the mind games. That might have been positive that, you know, he didn't play in a back and forth with Tyson Fury. That might have been positive. But ultimately, how I feel about, you know, how he approached it, I think it was okay. You know, I think it was okay. I think everything went smooth. I think he stuck to the game plan. He didn't feed into the back and forth. You know, you go back and forth with Tyson Fury. Now that's feeding into Deontay Wilder's alter ego, the Bronze Bomber, him getting angry and feeding into it. He just needs to stay disciplined. You know, he needs to stay disciplined, and that's just what it is. And fight with no emotion. He come in here and fight with emotionally, he probably gonna get knocked out. So it ain't like he can't go back and watch the press conference, but I think everybody had this expectations that he was going to confront. He was going to confront Tyson Fury with props and proof that he cheated with another video or a glove, and everybody thought he was gonna go up there and talk shit. But you know, one thing about Deontay Wilder, he doesn't have the gift to gab. He don't. Tyson Fury has the gift to gab. Tyson Fury can talk, and so Deontay Wilder kind of probably learned his limitations. You can't go back and forth with a person that got the mouthpiece, okay? And I think ultimately he focused. I think Oakley putting the headphones on, not talking back to Tyson Fury, shows a focus that he's focused on hurting this man. If Deontay Wilder come in and touch, and use his jab and change the speeds of his punches, it's going to be interesting. And I think all the brothers hoping that he pull this off, okay? And I think just a simple jab working up and down, you know, and using that left hook is really, really good. I think he has the tools to beat Tyson Fury. And if he beat Tyson Fury, he's going to be a better fighter for it. He's going to be a better person for it. He's going to inspire a lot of fighters and a lot of young people in this world and other people in this world that you can't persevere no matter what the odds are. But like I said, you know, everybody knows Tyson Fury is a cheater. You know, I said that before they fought, and I could pull up the video. Let me see if I can find that video. Hold on. See if I can. But everybody know Tyson Fury is a cheater, and it's really, you know, no surprise, man. He got popped, and you know, Klitschko did try to cheat him as well, by putting the padding under the ring. But I did a video on it a year ago, however you look at it. Well, I did plenty of videos on it, but he did cheat, you know. And that is what it is. And if you want to believe it, you want to believe it. If you don't want to believe it, you don't have to believe it. But he, you know, I felt that he cheated. But, you know, kind of talk about what he brought out yesterday. He came. I think he came ready to rebuttal. I think he expected Tyson Deontay Wilder to accuse him of cheating. I think he came ready to rebuttal and to answer those questions and to troll him. He didn't get that opportunity to do that, but he had a backup plan. He says that he's going to stop Deontay Wilder quicker than he did last time. He said he's going to come in at 300 pounds. He egged him on. He talked to him in the face-to-face, even though Deontay Wilder had the headphones on. And he said matter of fact, he said Fury predicts he won't go past 3. He says all the excuses, if you combine them all together, they're not worth 2 cents, said Fury. Quote, it's all ish. He got better and he's going to get better again. Hopefully 0-0, so there's no excuses. Fury said when asked, do you think Wilder will wear into the ring? Quote, it is what it is. The judges made the decision. We are fighting here not because I want to give Wilder another fight, because I don't. He doesn't deserve one. Quote, but because of the judge's order, we can't go against the judge. Said we inside 3 rounds. Fury said when asked for a knockout prediction. Quote, no, that's just being the Gypsy King. Fury said upon asking why he didn't wear the shirt during the press conference. Well, but that's not a quote. Let's keep going. Fury not concerned with speed. This fight is another routine fight for me. Fury said it's just a fight. Deontay Wilder, I've already beaten him twice. What is he going to bring to the table? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't think you can get much more out of a one-sided affair than the last fight. Quote, hopefully I am going to take him out early this time, 7 rounds. He lasted last time, which is long time to get beat on. Quote, so this time I hoping to take him out early, 1, 2, or 3 max, said Fury. Quote, I'm not looking for speed. I'm looking for a knockout like last time. That's what he said. Okay, so he said maximum 3 rounds. Okay, he said this. I'm guessing this is fight hype. And he said he's looking to knock him out 3 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised. But also you coming to look for a knockout and be, sit on your shots and be more offensive. That opens up the opportunities defensively. Okay, and they do open up the opportunities defensively. And he revealed his game plan. Let's go there. And he wants to go up to 300 pounds. Quote, he's not good enough to do anything about it, said Fury during the press conference Tuesday. About his intention to reveal his game plan ahead of time. Deontay Wilder is a one-trick pony. He's got one punch power. We all know that. Great. Quote, what am I going to do to Deontay this time around? I'm going to run over him like an 18-wheeler, and he's a human being. Quote, I guarantee you it doesn't go past where it went before, because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing. What am I going to do to him? I'm building my weight up, and I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for the fight because I'm looking for a big knockout, said Fury. Okay, Fury says Wilder didn't want to be there. Quote, he didn't want to be there, said Fury about Wilder. It was a mental thing that he was trying, and he needed someone to rescue him because he didn't want to be there. Okay, quote, because he's an ish house, said Fury when asked about why Wilder didn't want to answer any questions. No, what's he going to say? Quote, I'm thinking he's all of excuses. Probably the best thing he did wasn't to speak. Then no one could ask him any questions about why he couldn't say. It's probably a good idea that Wilder didn't speak. Quote, people say things when they're under immense pressure and they unwell in the fragile stage. That's what I saw in Deontay Wilder. We're going to have a fight and do what we do. Quote, it's crazy. He's letting himself down. He's letting the fans down, the people of America down, the American media. Quote, people come here to listen to what he's got to say about the fight. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and all you who came here today. Quote, I've done my end, and it's up to him to do his bit. It's up to him to do whatever he wants. Quote, because I'm a ish house puss, and I couldn't take what the media was going to say, said Fury when asked about why he was going to say if he pretended to be Wilder during the press conference. So, yeah, well, I mean, he in his bag, bro. Him going to 300 pounds, I think he can carry it. And I think he really will be looking to walk towards Deontay Wilder. And guess what? If Wilder, you know, do the right thing, he could walk right into a knockout. If Wilder work up and down, he could walk right into a knockout. But Fury very confident. I think maybe overconfident, kind of to the arrogant side of things. But guess what? Deontay Wilder was arrogant in the last fight. I think truly arrogant. I thought he thought he was gonna go in there and touch Fury on the chin. He was gonna you know, play the role and get knocked out. And I think Tyson Fury in this fight is a little bit, I think he's reaching arrogance. We won't know it to the fight, but I think Tyson Fury is too comfortable, you know. I think, you know, I think in pool you call a paw quarter pocket to end it, or whatever you want to call it. But ultimately, I think he is where Deontay Wilder is, and I think Wilder is right where he need to be. I said this yesterday. I said, have you ever went to competition, maybe it was Madden or a fight, you was overconfident and you lost. But if you a little bit more aware, or if you just a little bit worried, you know, or have a little bit of doubt, you're more aware. And I think Deontay is more aware. But the thing is, for him, he hasn't been listening so long. He been breaking camp and allegedly chasing that woman so long. Can he get back into a routine? You know, can he follow a game plan? You know, and ultimately he ain't followed a game plan in a long time since the Bermane-Stiverne fight. So it's still questions: can he follow a game plan? It's still questions: can he put it together and not count on one punch? It's questions: can he touch, then get somebody out of there? Who knows? But it's a lot of questions, and I think Tyson Fury checked more boxes than he did. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see where they go with this to their career after this fight. If Wilder lose, where he retired. Tyson Fury lose, where he retired. Or would he sit here and try to bait Wilder into a fourth fight? So looking forward to it. Obviously, Fury is the favorite. We'll see, you know. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out anytime if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. All my social media links, subscriptions, the drop-down box in the description. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook to Instagram. We also got a Facebook group link there as well, too. If you want to advertise your business on the channel, video request, chop it up, hit me up. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Best way to donate, share the video. Check the heavyweight boxing playlist, boxing news playlist, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace. All right, appreciate everybody for supporting the channel, man. Everybody that been here since day one. But if you want to continue to support the channel, you want to continue seeing me go to these fights, man, I appreciate if you do donate to the channel. Now you have several ways to donate, and you can like the channel, you can share the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. Most of you guys do that on everything. But financially, if I'm gonna go to Wilder Fury, Spence Pacquiao, and all the big fights, and I'm only entertaining going to the big, I'm only interested in going to the big fights, I'm gonna need you guys' support. You can reach me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anytime for any, you know, advice, or you want to advertise your business on the channel. It's another way you help support the channel. I do want to work with businesses and all that. But if you want to make a donation, Cash App is CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link is in the description as well too. Appreciate it. Peace.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.